The next Xbox is incoming, the Nintendo E3 conference is outgoing, and Call of Duty's next installment is ready for its first showing. All of this and more today on 2 weeks worth of Hot Off the Grill. Hello and welcome to the May 4th installment of GamerNode.com's Hot Off the Grill. Senior editor Jason Fanelli is here once again. Sorry about last week. A couple of things happened. I had to delay it for a week, but I got 2 weeks worth of news right here, ready for you. Let's get right to it. Microsoft has finally lifted the veil on when they're going to lift the veil on the next Xbox. May 21st, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time is when we will get our first glimpse at the new system. Now, I have a feeling the way it's going to work is the console reveal and the console features will be May 21st, and they'll save some software and most of the details like launch and price like that for E3 a couple of weeks later. Now, they have also gone and registered a lot of domains with the name Xbox Fusion, which lead some people to believe that the system will be called Xbox Fusion. I, on the other hand, think it'll just be called, or it should just be called, Xbox. Xbox Fusion would be the fusion of entertainment into one console, since they're real big on entertainment. You'll have your TV, you'll have your games, you'll have your internet, all of it fused into one. But that's just my theory. Now, we're not actually going to find out anything until May 21st, and we're not going to find out everything until June 10th. But it's just nice to know that they're almost ready to show us their system. I'm hoping it's not the full entertainment console instead of gaming console that everybody thinks it's going to be, but I'm going to wait until May 21st and see what's going on with it. Please wow me, Microsoft. I'd really appreciate it. Speaking of E3, two big-time publishers have decided to scale back their presence, one first-party and one third-party. 2K Games has announced that they will not be bringing a booth to this year's E3, which makes a lot of sense considering they have the Bureau XCOM declassified, which we'll talk about later, NBA 2K14, and WWE 2K14. And that's it. More surprising, however, is Nintendo not having a big-time press conference televised at the Nokia Theater like they've done so many years before. They're just going to have in the Nokia Theater for investors and the business side of things, and they're going to bring the press onto the show floor early to get hands-on with their games. Now, since the Wii U has come out, they've been saying hands-on, hands-on, hands-on is the best way to show you guys what we want to do with our games. So the strategy is there, and I understand it. But I also understand the theory that the other two of the big three that are going to be all about their next consoles this year, so you should save face as best you can. But with their Nintendo Directs and the shows that they've been putting on, they're still going to do that. If anything, they'll do the Nintendo Direct Sunday night like they did last year and be first instead of last. I get both sides of the argument. I understand what Nintendo is doing. I just hope that they can wow us with software. Give us like an hour and a half Nintendo Direct. Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, games we don't even know about, whatever Retro's working on. All of it. Just give it to us. They kind of have to, or else they're going to be lost in a sea of new consoles. I missed a decent amount of releases last week. This week, however, has jack shit. So I'm going to combine the 2 weeks, just like I'm combining everything else, and give you 2 weeks worth of a nice selection of what's on tap. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon brings the best of the 80s to 2013 with neon lights, crazy digitals, and from what I understand, a nice Easter egg in the beginning concerning the old blue FBI Winners Don't Do Drugs screen from the arcades. Oh, be still my heart. If that's not your thing, you got Deadly Premonition Director's Cut, PS3 exclusive. Deadly Premonition's a big cult hit, kind of like that Twin Peaks thing going. Soul Sacrifice, the first game for the Vita by KJ Inafune. Fatal Frame 2 is coming to the PlayStation Network, so get out your cameras. And Mario and Donkey Kong Minis on the Move rekindles the Mario vs. Donkey Kong wind-up toy rivalry. That's what you have for the last 2 weeks. Next week's a little bit bigger, but what's on tap for you? Two titles that we knew about but weren't quite sure what to call them were finally revealed in the last 2 weeks. One making a comeback far back as E3 2010, and the other, the next installment of a yearly franchise that we're more than familiar with. The Bureau XCOM Declassified, which was XCOM back at E3 2010 and 2011, the first-person shooter, not XCOM Enemy Unknown, the RTS from last year, is now a third-person shooter set in 1961 where you play as a member of the Bureau who is tasked with fighting the aliens. Aside from that, Call of Duty is finally teasing their next installment, known as Call of Duty Ghosts. That game will be officially revealed at the Xbox reveal on May 21st, no surprise there. So, ghosts and aliens. Sounds like a supernatural fall if you ask me. EA, who have recently announced that they are pulling mostly all of their support for the Wii U, announced this week that Madden NFL 25, the next game in the Madden franchise, will not be on the Wii U. It sounds surprising, but when you think about it, Madden 13 on the Wii U did not sell as well as hoped, and this year is like the halfway year between this gen and next gen, so leaving it off the Wii U kind of makes sense. Do I think they'll do that in the future? No. I think if the Wii U builds more of an install base, they'll bring Madden back, but just for this year, no Madden on the Wii U. Is it disappointing? Sure, you have all those NFL fans with kids who might have wanted to play it. Now they have to get a different system if they don't have it already. Not that I think there's many of them. And I don't think many people will be saddened by the loss of Madden 25 for those that do own a Wii U, because as sales figures show, not many people were playing Madden 13 on the Wii U to begin with, like I said earlier. Still, it's very disheartening to see a flagship franchise like Madden being left off the Wii U for any reason. I still say give the Wii U a year before we throw it out to pasture. I hope EA reconsiders in the future, but for now, there will be no football on the Wii U. And with that, our kitchen is once again closed for the week. Tune in next time for more of the biggest gaming news coming at you, as always, hot off the grill. Thank you very much for watching, and stay hungry, my friends.